Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons TD6. In this episode, I'm gonna hopefully beat the daily challenge a little sooner than I did yesterday. For any of you that might have missed it, I took like 3 or 4 tries to be able to beat the whatchamacallit, the daily challenge. So that was fun, but it was actually an interesting learning experience. But let's see. So I didn't really have time to do anything else other than the daily challenge, of course. So let's get our little daily thing, daily reward on day 56. Interesting. So Monkey Meadow. Okay, for a second I thought I had to only use the road spikes, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. But okay, so easy standard, pretty simple towers. Should be okay. My only camo detection is the Spike Factory, which I'm not actually going to start with. Might as well start with Striker Jones, since he is a hero, and my game is kind of running slow. My phone did get a bit hot because I had to charge it while it was at low battery, and you know, it was just kind of hot in the car as I was driving home or whatever. But I tried the technique that I was thinking about, where I put my phone case in the freezer, only for like 5 minutes, and then put that on the phone to try to cool it down. I don't know how much that's actually going to help, but we'll see. Maybe if I kept it like frozen for a little bit longer, then it would help more or something. I don't know. I'm not a thermodynamicist. Meaning I don't study thermodynamics, which I don't think that's a real term for anything. But anyways, so we've got the Spike Factory, and part of me wants to say it's just a last line of defense, but I already kind of know that for camo balloons in particular, I'm gonna need it. Like, it's not necessarily an option, because nothing else has camo detection as far as I can tell. I don't think Striker Jones gets camo detection, and obviously neither do the bombs or the ice tower. The Spike Factory is generally my only defense against a Zebra Bloon. I think Striker Jones, I'm pretty sure he has an ability that lets him do extra damage or some damage to Black and Zebra Bloons. So that'll be useful, but obviously I haven't even put down any other towers. I do want to get the Spike Factory up to like a 1-3 or like a 1-2. I actually don't need it to have white hot spikes because there aren't going to be any camo lead balloons. So as long as I put down a couple more bomb shooters, I want to call them cannons. That's just easier to say, basically. But as long as I put down a couple more cannons around Striker Jones, then I should be okay. Like, shouldn't really have to worry about any lead balloons making it all the way over there. The big question is which which bomb shooter upgrade should I go for? I should probably go for the Moab Mauler, at least 1 or 2 of them, because I don't really want to wait until the Spike Factory for the Moab layer to get popped. Although I was thinking I should upgrade to the Moab Shredder, therefore it will pop the Moab layer, but then that means I need to get another Spike Factory to do the whole Spiked Mine route, which I don't think it even gets the Spiked Mine by the round 40. Let's see, so it only popped 37 or 40 balloons, while Striker Jones is 1,000, almost 200. So I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, obviously the Spike Factory's at a bit of a disadvantage, but you know what I mean. Alright, so I'm going to place this one right about here, and ta-da! Faster attack speed or whatever, I don't know why I said ta-da. Let's see. I definitely want faster reload and the missile launcher. Whether I go for any of these paths, the faster reload and missile launcher are kind of necessary in my opinion for a bomb shooter. It's just a very useful upgrade in general. So let's see, just a second, doing something on my computer. Alright, I think I will go for bigger bombs, which of course just makes them shoot larger bombs and they have a larger blast area and more popping power. I don't know why I was trying to struggle on how to say that. And then once I have enough money, I'll get the heavy bombs, which allow it to pop through 2 layers, I believe. Yes. So that's pretty useful. I don't know how that affects the Moab Mauler. Like, will that double the efficiency of the Moab Mauler? Because I'm pretty sure the Moab Mauler does 10 times damage, but does having heavy bombs make it do 20 times damage? Or does it just do like 12 times damage? If that makes sense. Or maybe even just 11 or something. I don't know. It's interesting. But I could do really big bombs, which blow up in a large area, which would be very useful considering it doesn't attack that fast. It does have a pretty decent range though. I think I will go for the really big bombs because I would like the balloon impact ability, because I really enjoy like stunning balloons and stopping them, which of course, you know, is exactly why I don't like the flash bomb grenade, obviously. I don't know, I just, because the Ninja Monkey is so amazing as a Bloonjitsu master, I just don't like using it as anything else, basically. And that's interesting. I guess when the bomb shooter bursts a lead balloon, it bursts down past the black balloon because it's because it can pop through 2 layers. But I thought so did okay, now Striker Jones can do that. So now the lead balloons aren't an issue as much, at least, because oh no, because the other what am I saying? Because Striker Jones and now the bomb tower can burst through 2 layers, so the lead doesn't go directly into a black balloon. And I did get white hot spikes because I want the spike balls, just to have better camo detection and, I mean, better camo defense, I guess, and just better defense in general because those zebra balloons almost got past me. I didn't quite realize that zebra balloons and black balloons were actually going to be an issue for the Spike Factory. Wasn't really thinking ahead there, but but let's see. I think it's already round 35, so I guess I'm just gonna get some Moab Maulers, since it's already getting pretty close to round 40. I won't go for the Moab Assassin, 1 because it's already round 35, and 2 because I think just having the Moab Maulers should be enough, especially with Striker Jones's activated ability, so I should be okay. Place that right there. Hopefully I should have enough. I'll most likely have enough for a Moab Mauler. Like maybe 1 more. Let's see, those spike mines, or spike balls I guess, are pretty useful. That's good. Moab Mauler. And then heavy bombs, of course. Can't just go for the extra range and shrapnel. For some reason, I feel like the shrapnel's not that good. But, I don't know. Do any of you use the shrapnel ability or anything? For, who's it? For, for the bomb tower, I mean. Let's see. I think there's one more further down. And Moab Mauler. Got it. Ah, dang. I'm losing lives, though. Oh, no. Oh, what? Ah. Oh, wow. Alright, well. Alright, fine. Restart. Don't like that I'm restarting. I probably should have just used a continue, because I know what I should have done in terms of like my gameplay or whatever. I should have built another Spike Factory. I was kind of thinking maybe I should have done an Ice Tower, but I'm pretty sure most of the stuff that got through, because I wasn't entirely paying attention, but I'm pretty sure most of the stuff that got through was zebras, and obviously an ice balloon, an ice monkey wouldn't have helped against a zebra as much. So Let's do this again, and this time I'll put down 2 spike factories. And that should get the job done, and not worry as much about the bomb shooters. Although, as I say that, because I was thinking, like, instead of the heavy bomb, I probably should have gone for the Moab Mauler. But actually, yeah, I still could have done the heavy bomb and go for a Moab Mauler. It was just the extra explosion radius that I shouldn't have focused on. Interesting. Let me just use his ability anyways, just to get it out of the way, or to deal more damage, I guess. Because I guess I will use essentially the same strategy that I used last time. The only difference being that after like second Moab Mauler, or like the first, well, yeah, I guess it would be the second Moab Mauler, then I'll focus on doing the spike factory, or upgrading the spike factory again. Or not upgrading it, building another one, that's what I'm trying to say. I'll build another spike factory after the first Moab Mauler. And I really won't worry about ice towers, because again, Striker Jones and like 1 or 2 bomb shooters are a decent enough defense against the regular balloons. It is really just the zebras and occasionally the black balloons that are actually putting up a bit of a resistance, basically. And the spike factory did okay against camo balloons. It was really just that last round that made me lose lives. Round 33 and of course round 24 were not really an issue, so that's fine. And I believe it was also kind of the regrow balloons that were causing a bit of an issue, because the bomb shooters have such a slow attack rate, and especially if it bursts down into zebras and then got through, then it would just regrow and multiply and all that. Really should have thought of that. But I think at this point it's safe to get a bomb tower, or a bomb shooter, I guess. So let's this time I'm gonna place it like right here, right in the middle, just because. I do want to get the bigger bombs first, and then the heavy bombs, just so that I know that it's going to be popping the lead past the black balloon, and I won't have to worry about that as much. I will kind of have to worry because Striker Jones is going to be, you know, attacking it first, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue, because there are usually like quite a few lead balloons, and while Striker Jones is focused on the ones in front, basically, the bomb shooter will be set to strongest now, so he's actually focusing on the actual lead balloons that I need to pop. And I guess using shrapnel would help pop the black balloons. That does make sense, but now I've already built the bomb shooter. So now I don't have to worry so much about the lead, rather than not having to worry as much about the black balloons. But anyways, I was about to say that's just a theory. A balloons theory. So yeah, shrapnel probably would be good. Probably should think about that. But I mean, I really don't need to worry about it, because I think even just right now, I'm gonna go for whatchamacallit, for another spike factory. I won't wait until I upgrade the first one into a spike ball, because the main reason I did that was because I wanted it to be better at just defending things, or defeating or popping the zebra balloons in general. So if I get a second one, then that should help even more. And who knows, maybe I'll build a third one. I don't even know how effective the spike ball is compared to just building a second or third spike factory. Yet again, as I say almost every episode, that just requires a bit more testing. It is an interesting thing for me to think about. But yeah, I mean, doing the whole set it to strongest heavy bombs thing did help, but Striker Jones really is kind of just in the way. I probably should have just placed the balloon, or the bomb shooter, closer to the beginning of the track. That would have been a bit better. And yeah, I guess that activated ability does break through the black Bloon layer, but you know. So now that I've got that out of the way, I'm actually going to place one right here. And this one is specifically, well, I was going to say specifically to help against the regrow Bloons, but I don't know exactly how effective they're going to be against regrow, because there is a little bit of distance between this one and the other two, but it's closer to the bomb shooters, so they shouldn't have that much time to regrow. Plus, it'll be popping through the zebra layer a bit better, and Striker Jones at least will be able to pop some Bloons that get past that have the zebra or the black layers stripped off of it. So I think I'm also going to go for the Moab Shredder Spikes on that. I was going to say the first one, but not the first one I placed, but the one that placed closer to the beginning of the track. That way I have a little bit better defense against the Moab when it shows up. And there we go, Moab Shredder. And then I'll just get the bigger stacks in a second. There we go. So, hello Jar! Welcome to the stream. How are you today? You are witnessing my second attempt at this daily challenge. I had better do it this time. Because I don't think I'm gonna restart if I don't do it. If that makes sense. Alright, so I should be okay. How much is it? 5,000. Might as well get white hot spikes just in case. Your tablet's at 92% today? Awesome. So let's see. What do you think of my amazing defenses right here? Gonna put that up? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna have enough. Or actually, yeah, I think I will. What's up? Sweet. So on my first attempt on this daily challenge, I actually lost on round 39, which was really frustrating. But that's fine. Did it this time. Awesome. Done with that. Alright, so now, Jar, because you're here, you are able to vote on which track you think I should do, and what difficulty and whatnot. Well, kind of preferably an easy track, or easy difficulty, I mean. Well, I did already do most of the easy ones, but just because of the time. But I don't know, you can decide which one you want me to do. If you want, you can just be like a beginner, or intermediate, or advanced, or whatever, and then I'll see what it is. End of road? That, end of the road. And do you have any specific difficulty that you would like me to do? Because really I just need Apocalypse and medium, and then basically all of the extra challenges on hard. So your options are really just Magic Monkeys or Alternate Bloons round. Or Sandbox. Or if you want, I mean, I could do one of the other challenges that I've already done, but it's up to you. Since you're here, I will allow you to choose my fate, basically. Magic Monkeys, alright. One of my favoriteest ones, because I get to use my most favorite strategy. And don't you dare say no Ninja Monkeys, because I slightly need them. Well, maybe more than slightly, but that's fine. Yeah, maybe not the best position for the Ninja Monkey, because once I get Ninja Discipline, the range increases a little bit. But, and even when I get the Alchemist involved, it's going to be a stronger, or a larger radius. That's actually kind of interesting. I might place another Ninja Monkey. But yes, the Alchemist is going to be very useful in dealing with these Bloons. And I do kind of want to place Quincy, but I don't know. I kind of like only using the Magic Monkeys. Because even when I had like Churchill, I wouldn't really use him until I got to like round 60 or something. So I'm not really that worried about using Quincy yet. And, you know, I was about to say because the track doesn't bend that much, but then I realized it's basically just a semicircle, so yeah, it completely bends. You do Ninja, Wizard, Super Monkey, and the Hero. That's a good strategy. It has its benefits. But which kind of wizard? I'm assuming you do the Shimmer Monkey, or the Shimmer Path, like the Necromancer and all that. But I don't know, do you recommend going Fire? Do you go Anti-Moab? And then Super Monkey and whatnot? because that is interesting. Because then if you're talking about the super monkey, do you want it to have camo detection? Or do you want the wizard to remove the camo detection? Or even the ninja to remove the camo detection? Or does it just not have camo detection? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. So yeah, I just need the alchemist, which I'm actually going to put a little bit over to the side. Well, I'll put it over to the front. Just so I can take care of the lead balloons a bit more effectively. Even though I will be, you know the drill. You do the middle, you like the Firebird. Makes sense. As I'm sure you know. I'm not a big fan of activated abilities. So that's why I generally don't go for the Firebird. Even if I do get like the Dragon Breath upgrade for the wizard, I don't usually go all the way up to the Phoenix, just because, you know me, I'm never really a huge fan of the activated abilities. Also, I know that I said this before and then regretted saying it before, but I'll say it again. I'm not really a big fan of the druids, or the druids, because, I mean, for one thing, they don't even transform, as far as I can remember. But it's funny that the alchemist actually transforms more than the druid, so that's interesting. That would be kind of cool. Like, of all the activated abilities, it would be kind of interesting for the druid to, like, turn into a bear and, like, start swiping at the balloons really fast at close range or something. That'd be cool. Or, like, turn into a bird, like, fly around like a monkey ace. That'd be cool. But obviously that is not the case. So, gonna get stronger stimulant, and then just save up for the Bloon Jitsu, and then, dang, that is a good range. I didn't even realize how strong that range is. You still need the 5th tier middle path ninja, yeah. It can take some time to unlock everything. If you want advice on how to unlock the experience really quickly, I would say go to any deflation map, place like as many of whatever tower you want to use as you can, and then just let it run for a couple rounds, and you'll get experience for each of the ninja monkeys, or each of the monkeys you use in general. And then I don't think it even matters if you beat the track or not. I'm pretty sure you still get the experience. If anything, you could just do that for a couple rounds, sell it, and then get a better strategy and then move on or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's my advice. I only did that with like 1 or 2 different towers. The rest of them I got, normally or organically or whatever. However you want to say that. I'm gonna place this one there. Yeah, and then with the alchemist's buff, then gets pretty decent attack range, if I do say so myself. And then, who knows, maybe I'll do Super Monkey to round off my defenses, since I don't have very much actual lead popping. But, if there was an upgrade that made the Fire Breath Wizard better and had the bird, that would be interesting if, like, the 5th tier wizard for the Fire Wizard was, like, the bird is, or the Phoenix is permanent, but then the activated ability, like, not only increases its power, but also gives the Wizard Monkey that same, like, Phoenix breath. I think that'd be pretty cool. Or, like, turns the Phoenix into a dragon. That'd be cool. But, I don't know. I don't even remember what the actual 5th tier is. So maybe it does turn into a dragon. I don't even know. Which, you know what? Let's just check. What does it say? Was Lord turn a super powerful lava phoenix? Okay, so he turns into a super powerful lava phoenix. I'm gonna test that out after this. I'm gonna go to whatchamacallit, sandbox mode, and I'm gonna see what that looks like. Because that sounds interesting. But yeah, so, oh dang, I've already got like almost 8,000 cash. That's amazing. What do you think? Could I make it to 37,000 cash with just 2 Bloon Jitsu Masters and an Alchemist, which should have perishing potions? Thank you very much. Let's see. This should have made a dragon. That would be cool. I mean, the reason I thought about that is because it's literally like the dragon's breath that the Wizard Monkey uses, but then it's the Phoenix that has the even more powerful fire. So it's like, why is the dragon's breath less powerful than the Phoenix breath? why not make the Phoenix a dragon, and or just turn the Wizard Monkey into a dragon and or Phoenix, which I guess they sort of do in that tier 5, but again, I'd have to check. It would be kind of funny to see the Wizard Monkey just like jump up, turn into a Phoenix, and then fly around, which again means that the Wizard is more of a Druid than the Druid, which I never know how to pronounce, or I never am confident in how to pronounce Druid or Druid or Druid or whatever. I don't know. How do you pronounce Druid? Just D-R-O-O-D, or like D-R-E-W-I-D, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is why Bloons TD Masters are just amazing. Again, monkey knowledge and all that, but this is why I just love the Ninja Monkeys, because their one weakness is lead popping, and the Alchemist defeats that weakness, and then they're just awesome. Plus the Alchemist makes them even more awesome. You say Druid? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, I go back and forth. I'm not sure if I have one that I say more than the other. I think a lot of times I try to say Druid, but it just kind of comes out as Druid. So yeah, I don't know. But let's see, I can only make one of these a Grandmaster. I'll probably make the second one I placed a Grandmaster, just because the range is a little bit better, like a little bit more on the track, even though they're pretty much covering the exact same amount of track, now that I think about it. But yeah, I'll make the second one the Grandmaster. Let's see. Yeah. Which I don't even remember if the Grandmaster increases its range. It probably... Oh, dang it. Oh, no, okay. Whew. I was about to say, oh no, the Alchemist doesn't have lead popping... camo detection. But it somehow did it. Like, it somehow gave them the buff. I don't know if that was in the pack or something. I feel like they might have updated it without me realizing. I should probably pay more attention to the actual patch notes. But anyway, what's my favorite meme? There's just the Burger King foot lettuce. I actually don't know the Burger King foot lettuce, which kind of makes me feel a bit old for being a little out of touch with memes. I'm sure I have a favorite meme, but none stick out at the moment. Actually, you know what? Probably one of my favorite memes is the it's free real estate, just because I remember seeing like one picture or something of the it's free real estate. I was like, oh haha, that's a funny picture, and then like a day after that it was just a ton of it's free real estate memes, and I was like, oh hey, I saw it before it became like a super popular meme that makes me feel like a cool hipster person. But yeah, that's probably my favorite meme at the moment. I enjoy the shooting stars, or the I don't know the name of it, but I know that the origin was some kind of like singing cowboy scream that they always use. I love it. The most recent one I found was of Avatar: Last Airbender. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm gonna assume you have, and just say the play at the end of season 3 with Toph's character in the play, and them using that meme was one of my favorite usages of that meme. Partially because it didn't have the whistling leading up to it, so it was a bit more of a surprise. But yeah, so it was Grandmaster though. Just doing the work. I'm going to try to buff it even more by using the Shinobi tactics, because everybody knows that Shinobi tactics are the most amazingly powerful buff ever in all of Bloons history. Clearly. Speaking of Bloons history, I keep seeing on Twitter these sort of like updates or whatever, talking about the Adventure Time crossover thing, but it's still not available for me to download on the Google Play Store. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to play that. I actually should have checked today right before streaming, but I wasn't really paying attention. Just giving it the ninja discipline to get the Grandmaster within this range. I really hope that that this is actually working. Like, this actually buffs the Grandmaster, because that would be great. It's really difficult to tell because it's already so fast, but it would be fantastic if this was actually buffing the Grandmaster to attack even faster. I mean, it's already pretty dang strong, so I mean, you know, and it's already 602, so yeah, after this, you know what, I'm gonna see if this can make it, this strategy can make it up to round 100. I might as well, since I'm here and I've got all this, oh dang, will it even make it 80? Okay. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus, as it turns out that might be what you get. Interesting. I'm guessing you Googled that on Know Your Meme, but I have no idea. Or you just were explaining it to me. But yeah, I haven't seen that meme in the wild, basically. So yeah, let me just get the sharp shurikens on those, just for the sake of having them. And just a bunch of caltrops all up on that track. That's the meme, yeah. But like I said, I haven't seen it like in practice, basically. So let's see. So many caltrops. And I mean, I really could just throw down a super monkey to increase my chances of making it to round 100. But I'm just more curious in seeing if this one Grandmaster, you know, and all the other Shinobi and the Alchemist can defeat up to round 100. Can defeat the bad, the big bad. That would have been a bit more of an interesting name in my opinion, the Big Bad, rather than just the Bad. Unless they're saving that for a future update to make the Big Bad an even bigger balloon. That'd be pretty cool. Free play. The Super Smash meme, you'll probably have to be more specific, because I'm aware of Super Smash Brothers, but I'm not necessarily aware of any specific meme around it. Which again makes me feel a bit old. I'm not up to date on all the memes. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want, you can follow me on Tumblr, just to see the things I reblog. I will say, which just sounds funny, that in terms of YouTube and Twitch and my sort of online presence, that I would definitely say that I am a no swearing Christian type of environment, if that makes sense. But on Tumblr, I can appreciate jokes that have swearing in it, or occasionally questionable content. But mostly because I don't see it as myself making that joke, more like, oh, haha, I find that joke kind of funny, or parts of it at least, and then I'm willing to have other people hear the joke or whatever. So if you ever stumble across my Tumblr, and or if I ever actually link my Tumblr, then yeah, just as a bit of a warning. But yeah, the so-and-so joins the battle, got it. It is kind of interesting. Like, I have seen those memes before, but just not recently. But it's just interesting how many characters are being added that were really fan requested and not really expected to actually be in the game and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting to see how well the developers have actually been paying attention to what the fans want, basically. And yes, the plan is to stream tomorrow. As far as I know, Monday through Friday, I should stream 5:30 to 6. So yeah. So let's see. is a little bit boring. Just waiting here. I also just realized that my alchemist has all those other ninja monkeys in its range. So I don't know how well the potions work. I guess this would probably be the best time to get that 5th tier permanent brew, which I'm pretty close to affording, surprisingly enough. One of the things that I think is actually helping me take down the Moabs is that they're large enough, I think, to hit the caltrops on the other side of the lane, while the, oh dang, this is not good. Oh no, that's really not good. Oh no! Today is Tuesday for me, which is another thing that's really interesting about you being where you are. Have I tried the Plasma Monkey Fan Club and Alchemist ability buff? I have not, actually. Oh, also, speaking of trying things out, but also, before I even say that, hello Aaron Real, welcome to the stream, thank you for joining. I'm also going to be ending stream in like 3 minutes, just so you know. I don't know what time zone you are in, but right now for me it's 6 o'clock, and I generally stream from 5:30 to 6. It's a really short window, but yeah, there was something I was going to test. Dang it. Oh, that's right, the wizard monkey. Yeah, sorry, Aaron. But if you're interested in Bloons TD6 videos, and you don't find my voice that annoying, then you can view all of my videos that I've already made, because this is the 25th Bloons video, more or less. Or Bloons TD6, to be specific. Bloons in general, this is like the 300th, probably. Let's see, so wizard monkey, and let's give it the guided magic, sure. Summon Phoenix, and might as well just go straight into that one. Let the time pass so I can get the deactivated ability. You love the music on this video? Awesome. So let's see, just a regular blimp. Can it handle one regular blimp? One Moab? Yeah, alright, it can handle that. And if I use the... Oh, okay. So it just turns into the Phoenix. Not really sure how I feel about that, because you'll be here tomorrow. I'd like to stack them. I'd like to try stacking those abilities. I could try. I don't think I've ever actually used a Plasma Monkey Fan Club in an actual game. Like, I tend to just go for the triple dart and then leave it at that. So it would be interesting to try out the whatchamahoosit, the Plasma Monkey ability. But let's see, I'm going to get a whole army of whatchamacallits, phoenixes. Alright, there we go. So another phoenix, which, you know, I will say that's not really a dragon. That is just a phoenix. But what was I going to say? Oh, okay, it just says a lava phoenix. I don't know why I thought it said dragon. Because I was talking about dragons earlier. They can easily destroy bads. Interesting. But anyways. Yes, that's going to be it for this episode. I was like, wait, what was I going to say? That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining. I will say that if the Adventure Time Bloons thing does come out, if it already is out, because I didn't even check, or if it comes out tomorrow, I might stream that instead. If that's the case, then the next day I'll do Bloons TD6 with the Plasma Monkey. If not, then yeah, I'll try that tomorrow. But anyway, with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.